Hello everyone, it's Dalk here, and today we're going to do a topic video. So today's topic is going to be expensive dolls, and I know I've talked about this before in various forms, but it's just going to be a loose discussion of expensive dolls that I bought that I regret buying. So the first one that I'm going to start with is my pull-up doll here. Now, I love my pull-up dolls so much. And this isn't her original dress, by the way. I'll put up a picture here of her original look. I believe she's Garden of the White Rose Witch or White Witch or something like that. Pull-up dolls are so cool. I love their eye mechanisms. You can make their eyes move left to right. You can make them wink and hopefully, yeah, she might stay like that the rest of the video. But you can make them wink or close both eyes or close one eye, like both of them work. Very cool dolls. They have really, really cool designs for dolls. They have a lot of collaborations with like animes. They have collaborations with Sanrio. Very cool dolls. And I wanted a pull-up doll for the longest time. I just couldn't decide which one I wanted. And there was also the ones I kind of really wanted, like the Sanrio ones, were very expensive, like very expensive, and a lot of them sold out, so you'd have to buy like them aftermarket on eBay and they'd be like $500 or something like that. Now, while I didn't pay $500 for her, I'll be perfectly honest here. Now, I am a little embarrassed at how much I spent, but I'm gonna be honest because I try to be as honest as possible on this channel. I don't know the exact number anymore. I might have said it on my video where I unboxed her on my first year anniversary of my channel, but yeah, I paid at least $330 overall for her. I know the duties was at least $60, like not just the shipping, like that's not including the shipping. It's when it got here and they were like, oh, you need to pay so and so amount because it's this expensive coming into Canada. It's one of those kind of things. So I regret paying that price for her because $330 is a lot. That's like 2 weeks of groceries or so. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Do I regret paying that? Yeah, I do. Can I go back? No, I can't unless I sell her. So it was definitely a lesson learned. I do love her. Like, I still love this doll, but I regret paying that price for her because she's not. I have dolls. Now, I'm just going to use a random Rainbow High doll as example, but I'll be honest, pretty much any of my Rainbow High dolls, I'd probably prefer more than her. Like, if you had put them on a table and be like, you can only ever have this doll or this doll, you can never have both of them at the same time, then I would probably pick the Rainbow High, if I'm being honest. That's not to say I don't like pull-up dolls. I think they're so cool and creative, but they are expensive, very expensive. And there's other dolls, Playline dolls, that are very cheap that I think are a lot cooler and I'd prefer a lot more. So I regret, to me, that was kind of a little bit of FOMO, if you know what that term means, fear of missing out. I felt like I needed a pull-up doll because they were so cool and they were very collector, you know, they're kind of hard to get and they're expensive, right? So owning one is kind of like a luxury thing. It's kind of like having a luxury bag, though I'm not into that, luxury bags personally, but I get the concept because it's kind of the same thing like dolls, and everybody has their own view on that, and that's totally fine. If you feel like $330 is reasonable for a doll, that's your money. In my mind, that's your money. You can do what you want with your hard-earned money. But yeah, going forward, I do regret paying that much for her because it kind of hurts a little bit. My wallet cried a little bit. This Little Mermaid doll, I have a video of her on my channel. She is a gorgeous doll. Now, this is not to say she's not a gorgeous doll. This is not a dolls I regret buying because they're garbage. This is not that kind of video. This is a dolls I regret buying because of the price. Would I pay that again, you know, kind of sitting down longer after the release and thinking about it more? I'd be like, no, I wouldn't want to pay that price. And again, I do think it's a lot of influence as well. Seeing these dolls on like channels and seeing them on websites and the Disney store collector, she is so dusty. I need to dust this box. Oh my gosh, you can't see it, but that kind of grossed me out a little bit anyways. She is a gorgeous doll. She's stunning. I think this is the coolest scene from the movie, and I'm glad they replicated it as a doll. I think the shoes are so cool. This dress is gorgeous. I think the wave piece is really cool too. The artwork is beautiful. I don't think I'm gonna ever take her out of the box, specifically because I honestly think I might sell her one point in my life. I'm not sure if I will. I think she's a great doll, but I do regret paying that price for her just because I don't think I would do it again. You know what I mean? Like, she was just a lot of money. Now, if you bought her on Amazon Canada, you would have paid a lot less than what I paid, but I bought her on the actual, like, the Disney Store website because I didn't think she'd become available to Canada, and then she became available to Canada, and then I ended up paying, I think, $60 or $40 or something in duties and tariffs. So that sucked. And then shipping was expensive as is, because on Amazon Canada I think I would have gotten it for free shipping. So really I think it was, don't quote me on this, but I think it was like $80 or something like that on Amazon Canada, and I paid like well over $100 for her, well over, I think it was a 140 or something like that. I don't really remember the specifics, but I know I paid more for it because I bought it from the Disney Store. So that was also my mistake. I think a lot of the times, like, I'll use that term again, FOMO, fear of missing out, when these really cool doll releases get shown and like beautiful designs and stuff like that, they don't always, like, sometimes we expect them to sell out and they don't always sell out. I'll give a few examples. There's a release that just came out for Bratz, the Hello Kitty release. I really thought that it was going to sell out as soon as it hit Amazon Canada, but as I'm filming this video, it's not sold out, which I was surprised. Like, I pre-ordered it as soon as possible. Now I do want those dolls. I know for a fact I want the Yasmin doll. The Jade is kind of a less favorite that I ordered, but the Yasmin is like one of my favorite designs for a Bratz doll, so I did definitely want her. It's just to go to show that sometimes we think something's going to sell out and then it doesn't, although there has been a lot of hate towards that release for various different reasons. I won't go into that on this video right now, but yeah, that also could have affected the release. But yeah, sometimes we think that releases are just gonna sell out as soon as possible, so we don't even think twice before buying, because we think that, you know, if we think twice, if we wait on that, we won't ever have a chance again, or we'll have to go on eBay and pay way much more. So I think that's also another thing that comes with expensive dolls like this when we buy it as soon as it gets released. Okay, so I have to admit it, this video totally trailed off and I ended up not making any sense. So I cut out like a good few minutes of video. So this is going to seem kind of weird because I just pull out dolls and I don't talk about them. I'm just showing them and not talking about them. It's because I pulled out that section. And you know, if you want to pay that, that's totally fine. It's your hard-earned money. No judgment there. I'm not judging anybody on paying any, like, it's your money. Whatever you want to pay for the doll is fine with me. No judgment on that whatsoever. But yeah, this is basically just a video just saying my regrets with expensive doll purchases. You know, I like to think of myself as like a somewhat frugal person. You know, I prefer to buy things on sale if I ever buy them. Like at the grocery store, I will buy the sale item opposed to like the brand name sometimes, stuff like that. Like I try to shop on sales. I look at the flyer every week and stuff like that. That doesn't mean I'm like extremely frugal, but I try to be, you know what I mean? I try to save money where I can, so when I buy expensive dolls like that, it kind of hurts a little bit because it's like, oh, this is a lot of money for a doll. And again, like I said, if you want to pay that amount for a doll, that's totally fine. That's up to you. But this is more like a personal thing, like a personal opinion. It's like, you know, do I want to buy this doll? You know, is it worth that much to me? Let me know what you think. Is there any expensive dolls that you bought that you regret buying because of the price? and you only kind of realize later it's not really as worth it to you for that price. I'd be really interested to know. I would have to say that the pull-up doll is my #1 regret. Again, it's not that I don't like that doll, but the price wasn't it for me. Anyways, that's it for this video. I think I'll do these topic type of videos every once in a while. I think it's fun to kind of discuss topics like this. All I ask is that you keep it friendly in the comment section. Like, please don't disrespect anybody for their opinions on the matter or anything like that. Let's keep it mature and you know, respect everybody else's opinion. Yeah, but let me know, is there any expensive doll purchases that you've made that you regret? I'd love to know, because I have the same thing. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye.